guys, how's it going? You know, I didn't write down the episode. Believe this is episode 55, don't hold me to it, of the Erick and Brad show. I'm Erick, and that's... Oh, man. What a good guest we have this week. Our co-host we have this week. Just relaxing. How you doing? How you doing, Brad? Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So as many of you may know, if you were listening last week, I'm doing it by myself this week. Brad is in Idaho. And some behind the scenes, which I'll lay out for you now just because it might seem choppy as this episode goes along. What I'm going to do is I realized, after me and Brad had talked, I actually realized that on the way home from work today, today's Monday, I realized that I can't do the podcast this weekend, which would have been the next Saturday, because I have a bachelor party, and I'm leaving Friday, so I'll be gone all weekend, so there'll be no time to do a podcast. So the plan is I'm going to come home each day this week and do little segments, and then Friday morning, I'll edit the whole thing, send it to Brad. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, we got a show. So let's see how it goes. I'm just kind of winging it. So this first one, I wasn't planning on doing an episode because I thought I just freed my mind up. As you may notice, if you're watching over YouTube, we're in a new... Hopefully it doesn't sound too different. Hopefully the sound is good. We'll see how it turns out. I'm doing a new thing. Since I'm doing it after work, I didn't want to do it in the house, because kids are going to be there, dinner's going to be going. So I moved the whole shindig out to the garage. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll notice a little different. It's a little different behind Erick. It's a little bit different. We're in the garage. And I did the best I can do to make it look presentable to you guys. So sorry that it's not, too fancy looking behind me. It's pretty crappy looking. Got some speakers behind me. This is just a quick rig. Quick rigger-upper. But honestly, now that I set it up in here, I think I might move the whole shindig out here. I think I've been talking about this for a while. I like it out here. I feel alone. This is my safe space in my garage. Maybe one of these nights when we're doing this together, I might pull the camera up off its thing and give you guys the old grand tour. But now that I'm doing it in here, I kind of want to... I've had this idea. This is the corner I wanted to do it in. I've just wanted to make this all behind me, the drywall and the window. I wanted it to all look pretty. Stage it all up. Maybe get a whole graffiti thing going on behind me. That's been the idea. Or, something to make it look professional. Maybe do a big Erick and Brad show thing on the back wall. I don't know. That'd be cool. So here it is. You can get a little bit of some of my babies behind me. Those are my QSC babies. It's my PA system behind me. And then down here, you might be able to see the corner down here. I got my subs down here. Those are my other babies. But here it is. What is today? Today is Monday, May 3rd. May's here. Summer's here. Are you guys feeling it? Are you feeling the summer vibe? I am. I'll tell you what. I say it a lot on this show the last few weeks, but I'm loving it. I'm loving life right now. Just nothing. I hate being cold. I talk to guys all the time. Maybe it's a construction thing. I don't know. But everyone bitches about the heat. Like, I just hate working in the heat. The heat. I can deal with cold. Fuck that. Working in the heat's way better. I think so. I feel healthier working in the heat. I start drinking water, just chugging water. All winter long, I don't drink any water. I'm cold. I don't want to drink any water. I get home and just start drinking beer. At lunch, I maybe take a few sips of water. Probably not the healthiest lifestyle. You know what else is good about doing this in the garage? I could smoke cigarettes. If you're just listening, I've been babying this cigarette in my hand for a minute. So this is nice. Fucking love smoking indoors. Love it. Very unpopular opinion with most people. I feel like I was meant to be in the 50s. I feel like I was meant to be raised. That would have been the best time to me. I get, modern medicine's great, all that shit. But drinking and driving was accepted. Smoking cigarettes indoors were accepted. Women knew their place. Just kidding. Just kidding. Calm down. Calm down. Whoa. Whoa. There's Sally. So how you doing? How you doing today? So, let's see. What happened today? Today was a pretty uneventful day. I got to go to a different job. So that was nice because I'm really not liking the job site I'm on. It's a real motherfucker of a job site. It's the worst. I'm going to say the worst job I've ever done. The Bridge of the Gods, which I was talking about, 20, 30 episodes ago. That was a pretty bad fucking job. I will say that was real lame. But this job is just a pain in the ass. But today I got to go to a different job. We got like a 2-week down period. And oh man, it was just so nice. It's like 10 minutes from my house. Just loving life. Got home early. Was home at like 5:30. It's crazy talk. It's awesome. I didn't have to leave the house until and I was early. I left the house at 5:45 and I got there an hour early. It was like, I don't know why I left so early. I can sleep in almost damn near to 6. That's crazy talk. Usually I'm up 4:50. Usually that's when I'm out of bed. But anyways, I'm got sent to the job. It's with a good buddy of mine, Marcos. He's the super there. Just me and him. Super relaxed. Just got to build a bunch of sidewalk, like forms for a sidewalk. So I'm right there on this road, this kind of busy road, but it's way out in the middle of nowhere. This little town called North Plains, Oregon. And it was a good day. Rained right at the end, but we're working, and I look out in the street. There's a phone. There's just a goddamn phone, smartphone, just sitting in the middle of the road. What the hell? So I run out there. There's a truck coming, and it was like in the tire. You got like 4 tire marks in a road, and it was right in one of them. And there was a truck coming. It was gonna run that phone over. So I ran out the road, waved the truck. I'm like, whoa, slow down. Grabbed the phone, got out of the road. Did my nice deed, and then I opened it, but I couldn't do anything. It's got a lock on the phone, and maybe there's something smart someone could have done that I just wasn't thinking of. But anytime I tried to do anything, it just took me to a screen that put in a code. So I just waited for someone to call, and sure as shit, about an hour and a half later, we got cat noises. About an hour and a half later, someone calls. I go, hello. The guy's like, I think you got my phone. And I'm like, yes, sirree. Yes, sirree, I do got your phone. Explained where I was. Guy drove down there driving a PGE truck, which is like our Vista. It's our local Portland General Electric. And the guy goes, it was right before lunch, and the guy goes, he's like, thank you so much. He's like, you want burgers? You guys want coffee? It's like, no, man, you're good. You're good. We're fine. Take your phone. He's like, thanks a bunch. So I did my good deed for the year. So I'm good now. Isn't that how it works? Isn't that like a reverse Catholicism or something like that? You just do one good deed, wipes away all the bad deeds? Something like that? I don't know. But it felt good. I didn't really do anything, but it felt good, doing a little something a little nice for someone, saving someone's phone. But he was happy. He was happy. He was a very happy camper. So yeah. So I do have an idea for later in the show. We'll see if we do it. I'm nervous to do it. I want to do it. I think it'd be fun. I'm not going to do it tonight, but it won't matter to you if you're listening. It'll all just get edited together, so it'll be like one night. But what I want to do, and we'll see if I get there, is I'm thinking, so Most Dangerous Game. I don't know if you guys were forced to read that in school. I was. was a short story by something Connell. Michael Connell? Andrew? Alex Connell? God damn it. I don't remember. But anyways, it just came up for public domain, so I'm pretty sure that we're good. Like, I could read the short story, and it'd be good to go. We'll see. Maybe it'd get banned off YouTube. I don't know. We'll find out. But I think that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully you guys are into that. I want to give a go at narrating because I love listening to narrators. That's a narrator, right? Yeah, I think so. And I'm probably not very good at it. I'm not the best speaker in the world. But I want to give it a go. So I think we're going to give it a go. Probably do that Thursday night. That'll probably be at the end of the episode. What a good day. What a good day. And it's something else I wanted to do. I didn't have any time to really prep for tonight. I just kind of wanted to do an intro piece and explain what's going on for the rest of these clips. Get set up. Once I got all set up, I just wanted to record. I want to take a minute to talk about Brad in a serious way behind his back. No jokes. No jokes. There's no jokes here. But, I want to say I appreciate you, Brad. I'm sure you're going to listen to this. But I don't know if all you guys run into this in life. I'm not saying, anything negative if you don't run into this or bragging that I do different shit as far as extracurricular activities. But I doing the band things, I always like to have little projects. It's usually bands or something. I love having a little project to do. And almost all my projects involve other people. And it's a real bitch and I get it. I'm not mad at anybody for like past bands or hating on anybody. Life's life. I get it. People have kids. They got shit they're doing. But it's rare to find someone that you can like rely on, like week to week, that you make a plan and they like execute on it, especially when there's no money involved. But I mean, even when there's money involved, you can't really rely on people. People just do their own thing and not hating. I mean, I get it. Life's life. You're learning, you're growing, you're doing things. But when it comes to bands, it's goddamn impossible. Egos get in the way. That was, I feel the older you get, the ego thing gets better with like projects. Like egos start simmering down a little bit, but it is so hard to find someone to do something with where they're like all in. They don't flake out. They take, they take it serious. They have a vision. You have a vision. And I don't look. I would love to have a big podcast. Be awesome. Or a big band. Or to quit my job and do something. Run a YouTube channel. That'd be awesome. And I get that. That's it's a dream. We're not balling with the most viewers on the planet. I get that. But it's fun to do. And bands, I look at it the same way. It's like, look, you got to love what you're doing. I love when you're in a band and the enthusiasm's out of control. Shit's fun. And I love it. But the older I get, the colder I get, and the realization of being like real with yourself. You just, I don't expect this show to really do. I want it to do really well. That'd be awesome. But I'm not going to like cry or throw a fit if it doesn't. And if Brad like does his own thing or, like I can't do this, I'm not going to hold anything against him. But I just want to say, thanks, Brad. You're awesome. And I'm assuming he's ran into the same thing doing the podcast before. But that was when the idea of podcast came to me and I hit Brad up and kind of picked his brain with everything. It wasn't like I necessarily wanted to do one with Brad right off the bat. But then once I started thinking about it and going through all the ins and outs and the logistics of everything, I just looked at his past, what he's done. I was like, this is going to be a great person to do this with for multiple reasons. One, he's good on mic. He's good at talking. I feel like he knows a lot of things, like pop culture things that I'm not really interested in. So I thought that would be a cool thing. But one of the main reasons was just, I feel like he can like set aside time and he's not going to like be pissed off or have like crazy expectations for anything. Like if we don't hit 1,000 subscribers in, a year, then I quit or whatever. But then again, I don't really know. I don't know Brad all that well. I don't know if you guys listening think me and Brad have this. Within 2 episodes, me and Brad, maybe not that much, but within a few episodes, me and Brad talked more than we'd ever talked in our lives. Really. Like, I don't know Brad that well. This show is, if you've listened to every episode, and you didn't know who Brad was, you know him exactly the same as I do. I think. We partied a little bit a long time ago. Maybe my memories, not serve me correctly, but we didn't spend the most amount of time together. But anyways, love you, Brad. You're awesome. I think all your friends that listen to the show feel the same way about you. Not to get all sappy. But yeah. Yeah. So what else? Yeah. Well, how about, I think that was a good little first run. I'll hit you guys back up tomorrow. Yeah, I'll actually have a day to sit and think about maybe some topics I want to discuss tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little schmooze over in my garage. Maybe I can brag about a few things. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. It's going to be hard not to talk to you guys as if you're going to experience tomorrow the same way I'm going to experience tomorrow, because you're going to experience this episode and it's just going to be one episode and it'll be 5 days from now. But I hope you guys have a good one. I love y'all. Eric signing out. Part 1 of episode 55 for something like that. Love you guys. Bye. Okay. And we're back for part 2. Again, there'll be no pause, so it's going to be weird if I ask you how your day's going, because I've already asked you at the beginning. But today was a new day for old Beeves. Today was a new day. I feel like I was Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how this thing turns out. I keep thinking about the most dangerous game. I don't know if I want to do it. Drove an excavator all day today, so that was cool. That was fun. It's kind of boring after doing it for a while. It's like, man, I'd rather just be doing like work, like real work, like shit with my hands, just sitting in a machine, just moving rock over here, flattening shit out. Just fucking, it seemed like the day took forever to go by. But it was a beautiful day. Felt like it was like damn near 80. It was a good day. Got my beers and my cigarettes. So here we go. I figure let's do a little sorry. Let's do a little Ask Reddit, yo. Ask the Reddit. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any of these. I haven't really practiced. I skimmed through a few of them, but I don't remember any of them. What was your biggest / most regrettable, it's not a phase, Mom, it's my life, that in fact turned out to just be a phase and not your life? Hair. Yeah, I do miss the hair. That wasn't by choice. Phase. I don't know. I don't think I did a phase. I wasn't like emo or anything growing up. I don't think yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. What was your worst job interview? I really had that many job interviews. Not like a traditional job interview. Let's see. Which? Sorry, I guess I should have read more through these. If you suddenly had no work / school obligations and unlimited funds, what would you do with your life? Man, I'll tell you what I'd do. Man, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd do the same shit I'm doing now. I'd just be an unbearable cunt to everyone around me. No, I don't know. So it's essentially like, what's your dream? And I think I've had the same dream for a long time. I think I'm on the home stretch. I'm on the back nine of this dream. But my what I would do with unlimited funds, like if I won the lottery right now, and what I wanted to do for a while, is I want to run a music venue bar. I think that would be the funnest shit ever. Just run, have bands in, run sound, sit a bar in, and like my dream would be is to set up a bar in a venue, but then I would just run the sound and the bands and shit, and I would just hire management and shit to run the bar side of it and just make sure that shit all goes good. I think that'd be the funnest shit ever. I would love to do that. I feel like my voice is all fucked up. Sorry, guys. I think that would be it. Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't want to stop doing construction. I don't. God damn it! Sorry. Whew. I fucking love construction. I get irritated a lot with construction, and it's a bitch sometimes, but it's fucking fun. I like the getting good at it. So, I never want to stop doing construction. I don't think, but I would love to do that. But I bet you if I did that, I would still like to. I don't know. You wouldn't have the time. But I hate working out, and I always attribute being in pretty good physical condition just because of my job. Like I'm always doing physical shit, so it keeps me in shape. So I don't know if it would last. I don't know. But I think that's what I would do. Let's see. Posted by Jellybean2. Jelly Belly Bean 2. 21 hours ago. What are some warnings for anyone interested in your career field? Dealing with men can be a real bitch. When I feel like when you first start out, I think that was like my biggest hurdle was dealing with fucking idiots, and there is no short supply of fucking retards in the construction industry who have egos that are unmatched. And I'm one of those people. I see it about myself all the time. My ego ain't nothing to fuck with on a job site. But I try my hardest not to be that fucking dude. But man, I've had some fucking bad experiences with dudes. Just real fucking assholes. That seems to be, I mean, other than doing the physical shit, which gets hard, but like, if you can't take the heat, you're not going to last long in construction. Like, if you can't have shit talk, if people can't shit talk you, if you can't take it, you're going to get eaten alive. Guaranteed. Other than that, warnings for anyone interested in your career field. Yeah, that's about it. I think those are the big ones. Okay, let's move on. Posted by Delicious Data, 49 minutes ago. What was the first album you ever bought? I don't know if it was my first. And I don't even know if I bought it. I feel like I remember acquiring. I remember being in Lincoln City, and I remember going to Bi-Mart. And I just don't see why my parents would have bought it for me. But man, I remember looking at the album, and then I remember possessing the album. So maybe I looked at it, and then my brother bought it, and then I like stole it somehow or something like that. I don't know, but I'd say probably one of my. I'm gonna have to go with Americana by Offspring. I think was the first album I bought. I don't know if I bought that though. I remember like having albums. I don't ever remember buying them. Then the one that sticks out to me, but it was way later in time, was at On Cue and Sandpoint. I remember buying fuck. What the hell was that band's name? God, and I hate him now. When that song comes on, I get so pissed. I can't fucking remember it. I can't believe I can't remember that. Maybe it'll come back to me. Let's see what else we got. What is a very difficult? Okay, this is by Turok 72465. Why is there so many numbers with all these Reddit people? Are just all the names taken? Is that what the deal is? I don't really Reddit. I'm brand new to the Reddit thing. Okay, what is a very difficult but necessary lesson to learn in life? What is a very difficult but necessary lesson to learn in life? I have to like think about these for a second. What is a very difficult but necessary lesson to learn in life? I feel like I haven't learned any lessons. You know, I see things in my life that I know I should change, but I never fucking change them. Lesson. Yeah, I don't know. What is a very difficult but necessary lesson to learn in life? I probably should have read these and came up with answers before we just fucking dive face first off the diving board into these. You know, and I'm not that old, so I feel like I'm old, but I'm not that old. So I feel like things are starting to become clear to me that it may be more apparent. I'm just getting like the first flashes of them. Family is one. This is like a new one to me. But it's more like a fear. Like as I get older, I get this fear of like being alone. Like I don't want to be alone. Like, and that doesn't mean just with a partner. That's like family and everything. like treasuring or maintaining relationships with like your family. And that's a hard one for me to fucking bite off because there's a lot of contempt in my family. I mean, I could go on for days with the skeletons in my family's closet. And there's a lot. I have a lot of brothers and sisters, and there's a lot of bullshit mixed in there, and there's a lot of not talking. My family doesn't talk. I find it weird watching other people's families, like people who talk to their parents like every day or their siblings. And I don't know if it comes with being in a family that that there's so many of us that it would just be too time consuming to like talk to all of them every week or so. So we go like real long periods of time without talking. And and in my mind, there's nothing bad about it. But then the fear as I get older is that I haven't fucking I haven't thrown any wood on the fire to like that I'm going to be older and look back and wish I would have done more. I feel like I'm really taking a fucking yellow brick road around this question and going in weird directions, but my big life lesson that I see that may be more apparent, that I think is going to be more apparent in the next 10, 20 years is that like cherishing, family more, trying to keep those going. And then it also plays into having a kid and having a relationship is, yeah, I don't want to be fucking old and alone. That is not what I want at all. It sounded cool. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. It sounded cool in my early 20s. I got like half fucking hiccups, half phlegm in the back of my throat. I'm so sorry. Oh, God damn it. This may get cut short if these goddamn hiccups don't go away. I feel, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how deep I want to go into that one. I think I went deep enough into that one. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal. Well, easy right off the top, I'm going to say kitty cats. I don't know if that's my favorite animal. Like what animal do you see that you just get jacked? Like, fuck yeah, bro. That's dope as shit. Your fucking fin flapping around in the sea, having ass. I don't know. What is your favorite animal? I fucking love kitty cats. Tell you what, I do love kitty cats. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with kitty cat. It's kind of a lame answer, but I'm gonna go with kitty cat. Okay. This one comes in from Ravencloud 541. Or no, Ravencloud 54 1 hour ago. Serious. Okay, we're fucking serious, guys. Serious time. Serious. What genuinely makes you happy? Not much. I'll tell you what. You know what makes me happy is living, and I can't think about it. It just has to be living in the moment. Like, and not when you say, I feel like when people say that phrase, it's like live in the moment, man. Like have fun. Don't get worried about that. That's not what I mean. Because nothing really makes me happy. Like what makes me happy is forgetting about life. So, which, that may play into Yeah. Like, I'm not a happy person. I may come off as kind of happy sometimes. And, like, things do make me happy. Like, but a lot of things that make me happy end up actually making me not so happy. Like music, for instance. It'd be like, that'd be an easy one. Oh, music makes me really happy. Well, actually, music fucking irritates the shit out of me. Because all I do is I play, and then I realize that I wish I had it in me to play 4 hours a day. And then so I start playing, and then I just get fucking pissed. Then I'm just like, okay, like the better and better I get at it, the fucking more I realize how bad I fucking suck at it. And it's just like, God damn it. And the trick is, like with anything, is just putting time into it. So music, no, not really. But I will say, nothing. With that said, the flip side of that is actually the happiest I've ever been is in those moments. And if you've never played music and you've never like clicked, and there's just something that happens in music, and it happens, and it's more of an orgasm thing when you're not that good, when you know, you're not fucking just amazingly talented and you're surrounded by amazing talented people. Because I don't know if they get the same feeling. I'm sure they do. But it's like with a drug, as the more and more you do it, just it's not as cool. But when you're in a moment where just you'll be playing music and it just gets real tight and everyone's having fun and you're doing like creating. You're creating in a moment. There's these moments in time where you're creating and it sounds awesome. And in those moments, a lot of times you'll like be closing your eyes and you'll look around you and everyone is just pure fucking joy. Because it's like it's you can't create those moments. I mean, you can, but they're not the same. And those moments are probably like a goddamn, I need to fucking shut my phone off when I do these goddamn things. Those moments, fuck yeah, happy. That 5 minutes in there, happiest I've ever been. Alcohol makes me happy. It's synthetic happy, but I'm pretty fucking happy when I'm drunk, you know, hanging out with people. That makes me happy. Genuinely happy. Yeah. Yeah. But it's all few and far between. I don't. Yeah. 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 Those who still have a Facebook account, why? That comes in from user Ecoer. U/Ecoer? Is that? Oh, no. Ecoer. 59 minutes ago. I still have an account. But everyone on this show knows that I fucking hate Facebook. It's garbage. Really is a garbage fucking medium. Oh, what celebrity death hit you the hardest? Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I why is my brain not working today? Chris Farley, I'd say that was probably the hardest because I was so young and he was such a fucking idol to me. I fucking loved Chris Farley. Still love Chris Farley. But no celebrity death has hit me hard, but that one hit me hard just because I was so fucking young when it happened. Okay. That came in from Sadly Soul. Okay, so we got Miki, 18. What hobby did you pick up during the pandemic? I lived life the same fucking way I did pre, post, during pandemic. So, I mean, the only thing is fucking restaurants were just shut down and you motherfuckers made me wear a mask. I treated every day the same. So, nothing in my life really didn't change. So no hobby. Yeah, no hobby. That didn't happen. Ooh, I love these ones. I think about this shit. This is gonna be weird. I don't know if other people think about this. I haven't even read it. I just caught the first little sentence here. So this comes in from Kevin HD 95 2 hours ago. You're sent back to the Middle Ages with one item of your choosing, and your goal is to be accused of witchcraft as quick. Oh, okay. This is going a different direction. You're sent back in the Middle Ages with one item you were choosing, and your goal is to be accused of witchcraft as quickly as possible. What do you bring? I mean, fuck, that's kind of dumb because fucking anything. Like literally anything. But you couldn't pick electronics unless you had a battery because ain't be nothing to fuck plug it into, so people wouldn't be that impressed with that. But I mean, fucking pick it and people would fucking lose their minds. It's the Middle Ages, so would a gun? Maybe that wouldn't freak them out. Maybe they would kind of get that. Middle Ages, maybe not. Gun? What would fucking freak people out the fastest? It really is anything, though. I mean, I'm taking this. I'm just starting to take it real far in my head. You're sent back to the Middle Ages with one item of your choosing. And your goal is to be accused of witchcraft as quickly as possible. A fucking radio, like a walkie-talkie. I bet you could fucking fuck with people pretty quick there. But I bet other items you could do it faster. You just like pull it out and they'd be like, demon. Flashlight would probably fuck with them pretty hard. The radio, I see that being one where they couldn't wrap their minds around it. I don't think they would understand radio. They wouldn't understand radio waves or any of that shit. So it would be like just pure magic. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with radio. Radio. There's probably better answers out there, Okay. Man, there's a lot of ads on here. Okay, I haven't read all this. Okay. Jojo the Boy sent in 1 day ago. What would be the next course of action if scientists discovered the secret to immortality? Would we stop having children, have everyone on Earth live forever? Everyone on Earth right now live forever, or would we set a standard age of death globally? Yeah, you ain't gonna ever stop people from having sex and producing kids. So, that question. What would we do? Well, we would have a bunch of people that, you'd have a handful of people that live forever. It would start a fucking war. We are burning cities because of non-existent racism. You think if they created some shit with immortality that the fucking world wouldn't burn the fuck down? I'm going to go with that one. I think the world would just burn to the ground instantly because people would, it's like Pandora's box type shit. Fucking the way they word it is like, what would we do? What what do you mean? What would we do? You wouldn't do a fucking thing. You would sit back and watch the world do what they do. But my prediction would be that a select group of people would become immortal, and then a bunch of fucking people dressed in all black would start rioting and being like, why do these motherfuckers get immortality? And they wouldn't just give it out for free. You wouldn't just give people immortality. If they come up with a cure for cancer, it's not just going to be fucking free. They're not just going to be throwing, it's not going to be like a fucking parade of people walking down the street and you got like fucking Miss America just throwing throwing the cure for cancer or immortality out, like slow waving at people. It's not how that would fucking work at all. Oh, I forgot to fucking. Oh, did I? Maybe not. I don't know. What's your favorite quote? It's so funny. I was just talking about it, and I'm not gonna be able to do it because I was trying to tell Cheyenne the quote, my favorite quote, and I couldn't fucking remember it. Let's fucking. It's F. Scott Fitzgerald. Let's see. Quote. It's sadder. Okay, here it is. Yes. Sorry about that little delay. It is sadder to find the past again and find it inadequate than to the present than it is to have it elude you and remain forever a harmonious conception of a memory. I fucking love that. I don't know why that's always stuck with me. Well, it obviously hasn't stuck with me that well because I was trying to remember it the other day and I fucking forgot it. But I read that, or maybe I wrote that. Man, my memory is just dog shit. I believe I read that on like a wall in like a crack room. Like fucking just shit was all fucked up. This room, like a bedroom, and fucking just marker on the wall, and someone had wrote that quote on the wall. I was like, fuck yeah. But I was so high in that time period, I might have fucking read that online and then wrote it on the wall, and I don't know. I don't know. What are you really good at when you're drunk? Everything. What am I really good at when I'm drunk? Not much. I drink so much. I've done everything that that you would normally do on a day-to-day when I'm drunk. And I'll tell you what, I know you lose shit when you're drunk. Like playing music, I can't fucking do when I'm drunk. It gets way fucking harder. Everything gets way harder when you're drunk. So I'm going to say not a goddamn thing am I really good at when I'm drunk. I'm really good at being happy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Foolish Macaroni posted 2 hours ago. What helped you become a better person? What helped you become a better person? I mean, generic shit. Fucking good role models. Good people in my life to look up to. A massive burden, responsibility to not let people down. I feel like a lot of shit I did in my life to better myself was to just not have to deal with letting like mother down or letting family down or even like friends and shit. I can't like not really let them down, but I need like yeah. I never wanted to be like the person that people are like, oh, that's sad. You know what I mean? But what helped you become a better person? I did. I mean, in the end, I did. I just chose to be. So I did. What minor injustice was wrought upon you as a child that you still salty about today? What minor injustice was wrought upon you as a child and you're still salty about today? All my brothers got to fucking my real father was super into fucking go-karts. Like I know that sounds gay, but He was super into goat. Like they would go to tournaments and shit and like drive like nice go-karts. Like, they do like 60 miles an hour. And all my brothers got to do that shit, and I didn't get to do it. Like, my dad sold all his shit. By the time I would have been of age to fucking start getting into it, I was I'm still a little butthurt. That would have been fucking fun as shit to do. And all my brothers got to do it. I didn't get to do it. So that was fucking irritating. That was irritating. What is the craziest thing someone did that resulted in them getting expelled from school? I heard a story once. I don't know if this is fucking true at all. I really felt like it wasn't true. This kid told me this whole story, and I was like, no, you didn't. That didn't fucking happen. But supposedly in Sandpoint, maybe one of you guys can corroborate this story, and like we're in the office or something when this happened. But supposedly, I knew this kid who was kind of a troublemaker. And he said that he, like, I think he, like, worked in the office. Like, yeah, I don't know. I was never in the office. But I know there was kids that, like, I don't know. They would go do shit in the office. Like a TA type situation. I don't fucking know. But he said he was, like, one of those people. Or so. It's been a long time since I've heard this story. But it was something like that. But he said that he went into Mr. Barlow's office, which I believe was Barlow, the dean of students. He said, like, the dean left, and then he went into his office and then spiked his drink with a shitload of fucking ecstasy. Like, a lot. He said, I believe he said he put like 8 tabs of ecstasy inside this dude's drink. And he never got caught, I don't think. And I'm 90% sure this story's bullshit. But he was very convincing telling it. He was like, dude, I fucking blah, 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 blah. And then I guess, like an hour later, Mr. Barlow just left. Just got in his car and fucking took off. And just didn't say shit. And he was like in the office waiting for it. Didn't get expelled, so I guess that's a little different. But that was a nutty story. That was a nutty one. Okay. All the clothes you're wearing. This is by Pitcher Planter. All the clothes you're wearing suddenly vanish into thin air right now. What's your next move? I would turn the camera. Well, it wouldn't matter because I definitely wouldn't upload it. Or, yeah. So that's kind of dumb. And then I would just, I'd have to make it from my garage into my house. But there's a blanket right there, so I would be pretty good. It's kind of dumb. What color would you associate with each day of the week? What kind of fucking dumb ass bullshit is that? This is one of those things where I feel people they like make, it's like, I don't know how to fucking say this properly. A question like this irritates me because it's like the same shit with like astrological signs. Like, I feel like everyone, and this is why I think religion is a thing, is I think every human wants to make things more grandiose than they fucking are. And then so they need to like, yeah, or this kid's autistic. I don't know. But I think that's fucking dumb. What color would you associate each day of the week with? I'm not into it. What examples of the saying "being poor is expensive" have you gone through in life and have been able to stop doing it? Everything's fucking expensive. It never stops getting. It's everything's expensive, and then once you pass that saying, "being poor is expensive," is the more money you make, the more money you spend. And I mean, I feel like when I talk to Brad a lot, I feel like he's fucking, I don't know. We don't talk all that much about like expenditures and shit like that, but I feel like he probably is a person that does pretty good about savings and not doing that shit. But the more money I make, the more fucking money I spend. And it doesn't matter. I was able to live poor and just make it through. And then it doesn't matter how many more tens of thousands of dollars you increase year to year. I never have, I just spend more. Everything's expensive. And you just give, yeah, yeah. What comes to mind when you hear the word Indonesia? I don't. Nothing. What is something weird that only you have the pleasure of doing? What is something weird that only you have the pleasure of doing? Yeah, I don't know. So the queen is finally seeing after 17. What's your plan? Ha 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 ha. Sorry. No Yannis. If you're driving to work, sorry I threw that on you. B. What are some words you hate? Not like are offended by, because we know people are offended by some words. But words you just don't like. They're new age slang. I think that's about it. If it's just a normal word, no word irritates me. It's just a fucking word. I do any of you guys Reddit? Because I don't really know much about Reddit, but I'm like brand new to it. I never fuck around with Reddit, but I have it on my phone, and once in a blue moon, I'll get on there. I get notifications. As soon as I download it on my phone, I get shitloads of notifications, just random bullshit. And sometimes I'll get on there and just like start reading the stories. I feel like Reddit is fucking crazy left leaning. And I don't know if it's just the stories I'm getting, but it seems like, yeah, it's just, I get on there and I'm like, these people are fucking banana. Like, it's like, I'm just seeing like pro-communism, fucking all this crazy shit. And I get mad when I'm on Reddit. And not that was that crazy. Which song did you used to listen to as a kid? And once you grew up, you realized the lyrics were pretty messed up and inappropriate. And I'd have to think about that one for a while. People have Reddit. Do you shower facing the shower head or away from the shower head, and why? Don't you? I do spins. I'm constantly just spinning. Isn't that what you do? I do. You gotta wash your face, but then you gotta turn around and get the back of your head and get your back and shit. Who's just facing? If you guys don't do 360s, get on out of here. Go and get out of here. If aliens were to come to Earth, what would be the first animal you'd show them to scare them off? Polar bear. Because ain't nothing fucking with a polar bear. That's right. God, some of these are just dumb of shit. What are some first world problems? Yeah, it's dumb. What is a thing you don't do daily? What the fuck? That's dumb. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What is something you need to vent about? I vent all the time. That is all I do. I don't talk unless I'm venting. So I'm venting now. That's all I do is vent. What fictional character do you hate with a passion? Oh man. Oh, this bitch drives me nuts. I'm on a Law and Order kick. SVU. I don't know if any of you guys are into that. Law and Order SVU. The fucking the prosecuting attorney, the DA, whatever. That bitch. I would fucking blast her in the face. I don't know what it is about. She irritates the shit out of me, and I don't know if it's the character or if in real life I'd hate her. But I really feel like it'd be in real life. I hate her. She drives me nuts. I watch that show every time she comes on. I'm just like, fucking bitch. Like, just shut the fuck up. But I think that's kind of, yeah. What is something that doesn't get other people excited but gets you unreasonably excited? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that too long. What is your favorite thing to do on your birthday? Paintball. I've done it, I think, every year for like the last 5 years. That's my birthday go-to. What the fuck? Dumb. What is the worst controversy? Yeah, that's dumb. What do you people think? What do you think about when you're driving? Oh man, my brain is all over the place when I'm driving. I think about work a lot. I have conversations, like pre-conversations in my head a lot. Yeah, that's all over the place. That's thinking time. That's dumb. Okay, I'll just read it, but that's dumb. You've just been decapitated and have 30 seconds to live. What are you thinking about? Um, I don't think you would be thinking about how fucked you are, and you wouldn't be able to get around that. What is your biggest regret in life? Oh man. That I didn't try harder. Feel like I could have done a lot, but it's the same shit I regret day to day, and so it's just the tiny thing I'm making into a big thing. But I wish I would have done more in like school, high school, paid attention more, got better grades, went to college, did the deal. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Sorry if this was boring as shit. You have a time machine and you can save one celebrity from death. Which celebrity do you save? Hmm. Okay, you have a time machine and you can save one celebrity from death. Like, are all the other ones gonna die? You have a time machine and you can save one celebrity. Oh, I get it. You have one time machine, you can save one celebrity from death. Like someone who died. Okay, yeah, if you had a time machine, you go back in time. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, I'd have to think about it logically, and I'd have to say who's going to benefit me the most. So it'd probably be a musician. And who's going to create the best music? Whose music do I want to hear? Is it unpopular, and you guys might be like, you're fucking, what a dumb fucking decision. But man, I really want to know what Kurt Cobain would have done later in life. Like what? Like it probably it's the not knowing, because he probably would have just been like every other fucking grunge rocker, to where it just died. Like, you're not making any more cool music. It's just done. But man, I really would. I've thought about that a lot. Like, what would Kurt Cobain sound like? What other he got? Let's say he pumped out 3 more albums. What would they sound like? What music would we have today? Would we have? And I don't know. I feel like we probably would have some bangers. We'd at least have, I'd say, 5 more hit songs that we can add to the hit song pile. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kurt Cobain. Sorry if this was lame. Sorry if this episode's lame. Didn't really do any preparation. I'm just kind of going at it through the days. Yeah. Yeah. And nothing really exciting happened today. Nothing too big. So, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing that fucking most dangerous game. And, after thinking about it for a little bit, just like, maybe the guy who's not very good at reading shouldn't be doing that on a podcast. Maybe not. Whoa. Oh, got another one squeaked out there. Well, I think we did good for tonight. So I'll be back with part 3. Love you guys. Well, hello. And we're back for part 3. It's been a good day. I'm happy. I skipped yesterday. So today's my Friday, which is Thursday. So I'm off work, baby girl. I got a bachelor party this weekend. So that's going to be fun. Pretty excited about that. It's going to be a cool one. I'm going to go spend the weekend in Lincoln City. Do it up there. Go to the casino. You know what I'm saying? Play a little clickety, clackety, clickety, clackety. It's going to be fun. And do I have a banger of an ending here? I think. Came across a few things that I thought were pretty interesting. It just feels like a new episode every part. It's weird. It's weird not to be like, hey, how are you guys doing? Blah, 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 blah. But let's just dive right into it. Got my Coors Light. Got my cigarette in one hand. Loving life. Loving life. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I found this extremely interesting. Hopefully it didn't go viral and everyone already knows about this, but I was pretty blown away about it. Judith Love Cohen. Okay? Get to know the name. Get to love the name. Judith Love Cohen. You guys know where I'm going with this? Do you know where I'm going with this? Okay, Judith Love Cohen. Born August 16th, 1933. Died July 25th, 2016. She was an American aerospace engineer and author. Cohen worked as an electrical engineer on the Minuteman missile, the science group station for the Hubble telescope, the tracking and data relay satellite, and the Apollo space program. Sorry. After her retirement as an engineer, she founded a children's multimedia publishing company, eventually publishing more than 20 titles before her death in 2016. And it's going to get more interesting. I'll tell you what, I was pretty blown away by this. Cohen's engineering career began in 1952 when she worked at the junior engineering at North American Aviation. After graduation from USC Viterbi School of Engineering in 1957, she went to work as at Space Technology Laboratories. Space Technology Laboratories eventually became TRW, acquired by Northrop Grumman in 2002. Cohen stayed with the company until her retirement in 1990. Her engineering work included work on the guidance computer for the Minuteman missile and the abort guidance system for the Apollo lunar module. According to her son Neil, my mother usually considered her work on the Apollo program to be the highlight of her career. When disaster struck the Apollo 13 mission and an abort guidance system that brought the astronauts home safely, Judy was there when the Apollo 13 astronauts paid a thank you to the TRW facility in Redondo Beach. Okay, in 1990, after returning from her practice as an engineer, Cohen began a publishing company called Cascade Pass with her third husband, David Katz. They published 2 series of books. You Can Be a Woman series was created to encourage very young girls to pursue careers in science and engineering. The Green series focused on promoting positive environmental practices aimed at young children. Cascade Pass had sold more than 100,000 of their children books in these 2 series. Cascade Pass also published a book called The Women of Apollo, which features short biographies of 4 women who helped put the first man on the moon, Judith among them. Okay, so you're like, okay, this is a cool girl, legit, aerospace engineer, fucking loving it. Okay, what's so interesting? I mean, that's pretty interesting, but get this, okay. In 1969, Judith Love Cohen, a tenacious aerospace engineer, went to work. Cohen, who was in labor with her 4th child at the time, was determined to finish a problem she was working on. She actually went to her office the day Jack was born, one of Cohen's sons, Neil Siegel, recalled. When it was time for her to go to the hospital, she took with her a computer printout of the problem she was working on. He continued. Later that day, she called her boss and told him that she had solved the problem. And oh yes, the baby was born too. And the baby she gave birth to that day, while she was working on bringing the Apollo 13 home in labor, was Jack fucking Black. Isn't that crazy? That blew my mind. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I think it's crazy, and Jack never fucking talks about it. I don't know if you guys knew that, but to me, that was a crazy story. I was like, get out of here. Yeah, Jack Black's whole family, super fucking smart. Like, all of them, fucking aerospace engineers. His brothers fucking did a bunch of crazy shit, too. I don't know. I thought that was an awesome story. And, everyone loves Jack Black. Everyone loves Jack Black. Do you ever, look at families and you're like, God damn it, how is there so much, badass in a family? And then you, look at your family or yourself and you're just like, man, I'm a piece of shit. Is it genetics? You know what I mean? It would seem a lot of times you look at families and it's like, God damn, their genetics is crazy. And you'd be like, well, Jack Black isn't that smart. I bet he is probably pretty smart. But okay, he went to Hollywood and had a fucking, he's A-list celebrity, I don't know. It just seems like some gene pools are just fucking batting 1,000. You know what I mean? Just fucking knocking it out of the park. I think that a lot. I think goddamn, maybe my gene pool isn't the best goddamn gene pool on the planet. So there's one thing. Then I want to tell you something else. So I was at work yesterday, and this is going to be directed at all you construction-based guys, metal guys. I've never seen anyone do this. And now that I've done it, I'm going to say I came up with it. Because I've never seen anyone do it. I was the one that thought it. I'm sure someone else has done it. There's how many billions of people. Someone else has done this. But I've never seen a carpenter do this before. And when I came up with it, I was pretty fucking stoked. I was like, God damn it, that's good. So how many of y'all, and I bet a few of you guys listening, you guys have done this before. How many of y'all been drilling a fucking hole in some steel? You know what I mean? Drilling a fucking hole in some steel. And especially when you get to like the above 3/8, like into half-inch shit, like half-inch drill bit. Let's say you're drilling a 1/4-inch piece of steel or 3/8 or something like that, and you're using like a half-inch drill bit, and you know the struggle. You know what's coming. You know it every time you do it. You're just waiting. You maybe do a little pilot bit. Go through, maybe put like an 1/8 bit through. And all you guys that have done this shit, you know exactly where I'm going with this. Because once you step up to that half-inch bit, especially if you're in like a fucked situation, like in this tight little deal, and you're like drilling, you're just waiting. You're like, soon, it too. You start out and you're like, we're good. And you get like 50% of the way there. You're like, I'm good. But you get down to that last 80% and you're just like, you're waiting. You're getting set up. You're getting fucking on it. Because you know what's going to happen. And for you guys that have done this, you know what I'm talking about. Because it's about to fucking grab and fucking smack your hand over. Especially if usually I'm just using a hand deal. But of course, like the way around this is using a drill press or using a fucking mag drill. If you've never used a mag drill, which I'm sure I can just think of some guys listening to this. They're like, of course if you use the fucking mag drill. But that's badass. Mag drills are the shit. When I learned about a mag drill, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is dope as shit. You get fucking, for those of you who don't know, it's like a drill press, like a portable drill press that you hit a button, like you plug it in and then you hit a button and the base of it's magnetized and it'll fucking lock in, like has a badass magnet in it, and it'll fucking just lock into where it's at. And then you got like a handy drill press, and then you turn it on and you fucking drill down and it's not going to move. It's going to stay nice and fucking straight and just go through your hole. That's obviously the legit way to do it. But when you don't have a mag drill and you don't have a fucking drill press and all you got is a fucking drill and some bits and you need to drill some holes in some fucking steel, you know what's coming, because you're going to get down to the end of that fucking hole and it's going to fucking grab and your hand going for a ride. And if there's like metal next to it, right here, right? I don't know if y'all can see this, but that was last week, Thursday, maybe Wednesday, fucking bam, right up against the steel staircase. Bam, fucking hurt like a son of a bitch. And it happened over and over again, because then it gets notched. Like right when you get through it, the bit gets stuck, and then it creates like 2 indents in the steel. And then to get past that is a real motherfucker. A lot of times I'll like put it in reverse and just fucking press it through and just pop it through. But even you end up fighting it and you just get fucking pissed. So I broke it. I broke the fucking hat. I figured it out. Figured out how to get it. And once I figured it out, I was like, oh, damn. Then I was on easy street. It takes 20% more time to do your setup to cut the hole. But well worth it. I'll do it every fucking time now. So I have this piece of fucking C channel, like 8-inch by 2-inch, C like beam, and it's like a fucking 3-foot chunk, and I'm cutting a bunch of 4-foot or 4-inch fucking pieces of steel out of it. I'm making like little legs, like things I'm gonna bolt to the fucking ground, and this piece of steel is gonna come up and it's gonna keep something from sliding. And so I'm making all these fucking things. Well, I know I have to drill a hole in each one of my 4-inch deals, so I just keep the steel at full length and start drilling all my holes. And because I figure it's going to be a lot easier to fucking drill holes in a bigger piece of steel than in all these little small pieces of steel. So I do the first 2, and fucking, it's exactly what happens. Fucking get down. Once I step up to that, I was doing 9/16 holes. Once I jump up to those 9/16 holes, bam, hand gets slapped. It's like, motherfucker, hate it. And then it fucking dawns on me. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I think I know how to get around this. So I cut one of my pieces of steel off. So now I have this chunk of extra steel. And I have this piece of steel, and then I put it under the spot where I'm drilling my hole, and I fucking clamp it down. So now it's 2 pieces of steel. And then I drill my pilot bit down. And so I have an 1/8-inch pilot bit, and I drill through my first piece of steel, and then I go like halfway into my second piece of steel and then pull the bit out. So I haven't even gone all the way through, but I've gone all the way through on my first piece of steel. Then I jump up to my 9/16 bit, and I fucking drill that all the way through my first piece of steel, but it doesn't grab because it's like there's a bunch more steel there. And then I just keep drilling, get down to, it doesn't matter. As long as I know I've broken through that first piece, then I undo my 2 pieces of steel, throw my scrap out, bam, done. Perfect hole, no grab, perfect. Did it for the rest of the holes, didn't grab once. I'm telling you, I hope I just helped someone out there. I hope that bit of knowledge helps you. And I hope I get some emails like, that's a good fucking idea. And you're welcome. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. I thought it was a good idea. Email me and tell me if I'm a fucking idiot or if that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea, and I've never seen anybody do it before. I will say I'm not really a metal worker. I mean, I've done quite a bit of metal work, but I'm not like a welder. I'm not doing it fucking every single day. But I've done a lot of it, and I've never seen anybody do it. And again, my company isn't like all steel guys. So I'm sure someone out there has done that. I'm sure. But I've never seen it. I think it's a good idea. Go ahead and pass that bit of knowledge on to you. I hope I help someone. Okay, enough construction talk. I'm sure there is also a few people that are like, we do not give a flying fuck about what you're talking about. And sorry, but let's move on to the next thing. This one took me for a whirl too. Full disclosure, I got this idea. Well, it wasn't an idea. I heard them talking about this on another podcast. And I was like, what? And it kind of makes sense when you think about it. But this dude's talking about jenkem. Y'all ever heard of jenkem? Some jenkem? You ain't never done no jenkem, son? Full disclosure, I heard this on This Last Weekend podcast by Theo Vaughn. Fucking love Theo Vaughn. He's awesome. But he's talking about some jenkem. And I'd never heard about this. And I don't think I'd ever try it. But I would like to know the effects of it. Like, I don't want to try it, but I want to try it. Like, it's disgusting, but I want to know what the high's like. I've always been interested in drugs just to know, like, okay, I love drugs. We'll throw that out there. I'm not saying I don't love drugs. But I always want to know the feeling of a drug. It's like interesting. You know what I mean? Like, got to know what, want to know what DMT fucking feels like. I had to do it. You know what I mean? I have to. I have to know the feeling. There's so much hype behind it. That some drugs are scary, like DMT, or something like that. I'm not good with hallucinogens, but they fucking interest me. Like, mushrooms are not easy for me to take, but I fucking love mushrooms, but I fucking hate them in the same right. Like, it gets real dark sometimes. But jenkem, fucking jenkem. This one's a crazy one. Supposedly it's really popular in Africa because, I guess it kind of makes sense because they probably don't have a lot of drugs. Like, they're all super poor. If you're a drug dealer, why would you go to these incredibly poor countries to sell your drugs? It doesn't make any sense. Why, if you're harvesting cocaine in Colombia, why the fuck are you gonna send it to fucking, some African country, the Congo? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you be sending shit there? Your profit margin is gonna be dog shit. You know what I mean? But like all humans, they'll find a fucking way to get high. So what you do is you go get yourself a fucking 2-liter bottle. And then you go find yourself some fucking urine and some fucking feces. Okay? Doesn't matter. You throw whatever for urine, feces in there. I would say cat piss might not be the way to do it with the fucking ammonia shit in there. That might give you some other fucking side effects. I don't know. But I think a lot of people do it with human shit and waste. But I would assume you could do it with like dog shit and dog pee. I don't know. But what you do is you take the fucking urine and, you just get some sewage. Just get some fucking sewage. You throw it in a fucking 2-liter bottle. Bam. You got a 2-liter bottle, got some sewage in it. I would assume, I don't know. I've never made it. I've never seen anybody make it, but it's interesting to me. And so you take it in the 2-liter bottle. I would assume you fill it halfway full. I'm just assuming, no chemist, but you fill this 2-liter bottle up and you stick a balloon on top of it. And then you fucking tape that balloon up and you set it in the sun. And you just let it sit there. And then I kind of, I'm sure a lot of people know that. Maybe they don't. But I'm around sewage all the time, so I know the lingo a little bit, okay? And there's H2S, which is hydrogen sulfide? Hydrogen sulfide. I just talked about how much I know about this shit, and then, I don't know that much, obviously. Hydrogen sulfide. Oh, I was right. Okay, yeah, hydrogen sulfide. H2S, I believe is what that is. We had to fucking, I probably have one around here. A fucking gas clip. I'm sure fucking, the oil guys, I bet you guys have to do that too, little gas clips. So you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Fucking, any confined space bullshit. You gotta have your little gas clip or check the air for H2S. But in sewage work, it's like a big deal because H2S, that's like fucking, it's common. If you get a confined space with a bunch of sewage, you'll get hydrogen sulfide, which ain't no good. You don't want to be in air like that. Well, supposedly you let it sit out in the sun for a fucking while. The gases, H2S, will fill up this fucking balloon. And then you fucking take the balloon and you fucking inhale it. And supposedly it's a pretty fucking strong hallucinogen. It's like, what? What I'm reading, what I heard they said on the podcast is it was a very potent hallucinogen. Here it's just saying jenkem is an inhalant and hallucinogen created from fermented human waste. This is human waste. I would assume you could use other waste, but I don't know. In the mid-1990s, it was reported to be a popular I'm fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? In the mid-1990s, it was reported to be a popular street drug among Zimbabwean children. And they would reportedly put the feces and urine in a jar and bucket, seal it with a balloon or lid, respectively, and then leave it to ferment in the sun. Afterwards, they would inhale the fumes created in November 2007. There was a moral panic in the United States after widespread reports of jenkem becoming a popular recreational drug in middle and high schools across the country, though the true extent of the practice has since been called into question. Several sources reported that the increase in American media coverage was based on a hoax and a faulty internet research. So the name derived from jenkem, Genkem, but it's called Jenkem. But the name derives from jenkem, a brand of glue, which has become a generic name for all glues used in glue sniffing children in South Africa. I don't know why Africa has so much to do with glue sniffing and urine sniffing, but it does. I'm just a messenger, okay? Don't fucking shoot me. I'm just reading what the Wikipedia has put in front of me. Another one I thought was crazy. I thought that was pretty bananas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe that's just something you can let stew around. No pun intended. Let that stew around in your head for a little bit. Think about, that there's people out there huffing urine, You never know. You never know what I'm going to be into in 10 years. You never know, okay? Could happen. Might not happen, but it could happen. I want to bring something up before we wrap this whole bitch up. This is a PSA that you're a real piece of shit if you do this, okay? So, I got this bachelor party, and I'm sure all these guys are nice. I haven't met half of them. But what they did, and I'm sure maybe everyone's been in a group text before. But about 2 months ago, they got all these guys that are going to be in this bachelor party, and I believe they're all the groomsmen too. They got all these guys that are going to be in there, and they made a group text message. I think there's like 8 guys in this goddamn group message. Ooh, sorry. So, I feel like maybe I talked about this. Now I'm having flashes that I've talked about this. But it's coming back. It's back again, and it fucking pisses me off. So, but last time it was kind of worse, but it was almost, funny. But today and yesterday, it's just not funny. It's like, what the fuck? So, like a month ago or 2 months ago, I don't know, I was on a job site, on a side job out in Vernonia, out in the middle of nowhere, no cell phone reception, and I just turned my phone off. When I left, I used it for music all day, but I couldn't get text messages, couldn't get phone calls. And then on my way back, I just turned the phone off, or it died or something. And then I plug it in, and then I just go back into town. And I get into town, I go to a fucking gas station, and there's like a bunch of people in line. So I was like, oh, fuck, I'll just see what I've missed for the day. And I turned on my phone, and my phone went off for like 5 fucking minutes. Like, not even kidding. Like, that is zero exaggeration. Zero. Just ding, 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 ding. Just message. 121 messages, I believe, is what it was. 121 fucking text messages. I'm standing there in line. People are looking around like, Jesus Christ, is that fucking Gerard Butler behind us? Like, why is there a phone going off that much? And no, I'm not that popular. I'm just in a group with a bunch of fucking animals. And then what made me more irritated is at some points they're like, oh, just look through the group message if you want to find whatever information I'm looking for. It's like, dude, I'm not fucking looking through that goddamn novel of bullshit to find something. And then today and yesterday, they're back at it. It went through a lull, hit a valley, and it's just going through this valley. No text messages. One, a random fucking Hail Mary here and there. Well, I can deal with that. But again, between yesterday and today, I've gotten like another 150 text messages. I'm sitting there and it's 2:00 in the afternoon. Like, what are these people doing? Like, what are you doing? How are you texting that much in a day? Like, what kind of job do you have where you can just fucking sit and text all goddamn day? I just don't get it. I'm busy. I'm doing shit. And my, you all heard my fucking text message thing. I'm going through a job site. People are like, what's this goddamn cat meow every 30 seconds in here? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm in a group message with a bunch of guys, and they won't fucking stop texting. And I'm just walking around. People are like, what the fuck? Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? I'm like, no, it's me. It's me over here. The little PSA. I think if you're in a group message, you should realize you're in a group message. But there's like 20% that obviously don't care, and they're just like bam, 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 just throwing text out. But it's like, dude, come on. We're all getting these text messages, and they're fucking useless. They're just useless banter. Like create a different fucking text group. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a fucking grumpy asshole, and it really doesn't bother me that much. But it is just like, Jesus Christ, what are you people doing? What are you doing with your lives? So that's episode 55. I feel like I started low and ended high. I feel like I wasn't in that good of a headspace the first two the first two parts of this. But today I'm in a great mood. It's Friday. It's weekend. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this shit. I'm ready to go party. I'm a happy camper. Pretty happy. And I actually took all next week off. There's some reasons for it. One, I'm going to go party all weekend, and then I don't want to just go right back to work. But then I also have a doctor's appointment next weekend. I got to go in and get x-rays. So I'm going to have 2 half days anyways. And we're at a weird lull in work. And I was like, hey, can I just take the week off? And they're like, yeah, fuck it. So then I'll get my waiting weekend. If I do get laid off later on this year, my waiting week will already be done. Yeah, if you guys don't know about that. I don't know if it's different in different places. I think it's how it works everywhere. You have to go through a waiting week where you don't get paid. But if you can do your waiting week like early in the year, and then the rest of the year, you're good. So then if you go on unemployment later, you don't have to go through that initial week of not getting paid, and then you just instantly start getting paychecks. I probably won't get laid off the rest of the year, but I might as well do it, if I'm going to take a week off. But one of the other reasons is I I know all these guys I'm going with are massive potheads. And when my inhibitions, get all fucked by the alcohol, I'm going to have a real hard time staying with a bunch of dudes smoking pot all weekend and not doing it. And then so I figure if I just take a week off and I just smoke a little weed, it's going to be out of my system. I can flush my system out. I'll be good when I get back to work. Everything will be good. I don't want to smoke weed, but I know myself. And I know I'm a weak person. TMI? Is it TMI? And we got the baby right around the corner. That's blowing my mind. It's getting close. She's getting big. Her belly's fucking out there. And she's acting different. She's doing a lot more, like, oh my God, this, at first it wasn't that bad, but now it's becoming apparent that it's a real fucking struggle moving that goddamn belly all around. Okay? And I get it. She's sitting on the couch last night, and I turn around and look at her, and she's on all fours watching TV, like elbows and knees, and she's like, my belly just hurts. And I'm like, that's crazy talk. You look fucking silly right now. But, all good fun. All good fun. Episode 55 in the book. Did it by myself this weekend. I hope I did it justice. I love y'all. Signing out. I got big goals, baby. Hey, where the money at? Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. And I'm the type of that might change my number on you. Yeah, that's how you react when people took a slumber on you. Pretty brown skin, baby, I can see the summer on you. You see all the bread, and I know it make you wonder, don't you? Ooh, I ain't surprised at all. Seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief. I finally got some peace. Carry on, but please don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it. No, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood. Yeah, ooh, I worked too hard for it, and I need it, so please don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it. Yeah. Don't mess up the mood. Oh, it's so crucial, I gotta keep it. It's in the ass everywhere. No, it's not a secret. And I bet they didn't think that I'd ever get it. Everything you've done, I get it. The life you're dreaming, I live it. And I'm coming in high, you better get out the kitchen. Yeah, I could make a hit on whatever you pitching. Baby, let me fill up whatever you missing. Or you like it up at the top, it's a better view, isn't it? I'm not surprised at all, no way. Hey, what you need, come on, just pay the fee, I supply it all. Went up the mountain and it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top I found some relief, you see, so please don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it, no, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood. Alright, ooh, I worked too hard for it, and I need it, so please don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood. Yeah. Oh, come on. I worked too hard for it. Yeah. Don't mess up the mood.
We'll be back.